Today we're making mussels in ginger broth, or Tinolang Tahong. Hi everyone! Today we're making a seafood soup dish, which is going to be mussels cooked in ginger broth, or what Filipino calls it, Tinolang Tahong. Where I live now, fresh seafood are hard to come by, so the closest you can get are pretty much the frozen ones. I miss having the ability to just pick those fresh from the market. Anyways, if you are using fresh ones, make sure when you pick them up, you look at the shape, make sure it's nice and solid. If it still has the beard, pull out the beard. Also, one rule of thumb when you deal with mussel is do not overcook them, because they will get chewy if you overcook them. And also, if you're using fresh mussels, to clean them out, I usually soak them in water with flour. And just leave it there for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it will spit out all that dirt that it has in its body. And then you can strain them, and then you can discard that liquid after that and rinse them off. So let's get started. Here are the ingredients we're going to need for our dish. Right here I have 2 pounds of cooked mussels. Sad to say, that's the closest I can get to fresh where I live. About 3 thumbs of ginger cut into matchsticks. Half an onion sliced, 8 cloves of garlic chopped, 1 to 2 cups of spinach, depends on how much spinach you want on your soup. And we're gonna lightly season it with fish sauce. If you don't have fish sauce, you don't have to use it. You can just use salt. And we're gonna need water. So here are the complete list of our ingredients. So you can use a wok or a pot on this dish, but I'm going to use a wok instead. So I'm going to set our heat to medium-high. Next, we're going to add in some oil. First thing we're going to add in is our ginger. We are trying to infuse that oil with the ginger flavor. Personally, I love ginger, so I like using a lot. Pretty much on everything. So, but if you're not crazy about it, you can just cut back on the ginger. Just use half of what we're using. Next, we're gonna add in our garlic. Then we're gonna add in our onion. Next, we're going to add in some water. I added about 6 cups. Give it a quick stir. Cover, and let's wait for it to boil. All right, it's boiling now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in our mussels. Cover it, and let's cook that for about 3 minutes. Now, if you're using the fresh ones, best way to find out if they're cooked is when they start to open when you're boiling them. For me, once they start opening up, I give them a quick stir so that the rest will have space to open up. Once you've done that, then it's the perfect time to turn off the heat and let the residual heat slowly cook it through. Again, overcooking it will make it tough. Since mine are already pre-cooked and just frozen, these are pretty much done. I'm not going to take long to cook it or to heat it up. So now we're going to reduce our heat to medium and give it a quick stir. Advantage also if you're using a fresh one is the flavor of the broth is going to be very good because you're using a fresh one. So let's give it a quick taste. We did not season it first because we don't want it to be a little salty later. So we'll give it a quick taste first. Yeah, that's the downside about having the frozen ones or the cooked ones is that they don't have that sea flavor in it. The unique saltiness that comes with it. Now I'm going to add in a little fish sauce, or if you want, salt, to give it some flavor. Add in a little black pepper. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in our spinach. Cover and turn off the heat. Let that residual heat wilt the spinach. Other than that, this dish is done. Here's our finished dish. Mussels in ginger broth, or Tinolang Tahong. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.